Come in here, all you who fear God, and I will tell you what he has done for me. I cried aloud to him, and he was extolled with my tongue. If I had cherished iniquity in my heart, the Lord would not have listened. But truly God has listened. He has given heed to the voice of my prayer. Blessed be God, because he has not rejected my prayer or removed his steadfast love from me. Psalm 66, verses 16 through 20. Okay, what I'm looking at is this wire right here. And simply pull this thing back and slide it off. I already had it loose, but it's not a big deal. Just pull that tab back and it'll unclip, and you can see there's two wires there. So first thing I noticed was that this conduit that it's supposed to be running to or through has a hole rubbed in it. And if you look at the wire bundle here, it looks like it may have penetrated that wrapping as well. It's kind of flaking off, and so that's my biggest suspect at the moment. So this is the replacement harness for the wheel speed sensor, and we'll be installing this. So the harness is running across this lower control arm here, and then it kind of seems to disappear up underneath this plastic shield. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that plastic shield. So I'm going to try to remove those with a Phillips head screwdriver and see if that piece will come off to give me some visual line of sight as to where that wire goes. And there's one more back up in there, right there. And I'm gonna try to get a short-handled screwdriver back there, so see if I can get that out without taking anything else apart. Okay, you can see I've gotten that out of there a little ways. Now I'm going to try to see if I can get it out. So this is the wheel speed sensor wire, and it kind of tees into this other harness right here. That's probably where the splice should end up being, is right there, kind of out of the wheel well area if possible. So I've started to remove these wire harness attachments from the holes in the control arm, and there's one more that's under there. I can't see very well. Actually, there's two of them right next to each other. There's one. There's two. So that is loose. And one of these clips is unique. It's designed to snap around that pipe right there. So I'm going to see if I can open this up. Okay. And it just comes right off of there. I'm going to try to unwrap this tape. I'm going to probably make my cut right about here. Enough room to work with before I go into this other bundle here, which I don't want to unwrap. And then I'll probably just wrap that whole thing with some new tape when I get these wires cut. So here I have the old one and the new one, and I'm just going to check and see how they line up. So these two clips are lining up pretty well. Those two are pretty close. Those two are pretty close. And then where I cut it is right here. And that's where that other one is, which I'm going to probably replace this one with the one that I took off that clamps to the pipe. And so then you can see I have a fair amount of extra length. So I'm going to maybe cut this pretty close to the end here and then strip those wires. Don't want to get it too short, but don't want to have it too long either. And it tells me on this tag that I'm supposed to attach the green wire to the yellow wire. So those two, and the blue wire to the tan wire. So let me make sure those get matched up properly. So I'm just unwrapping this tape here. And then I can slide the wires out of this conduit. Allow myself just a little bit more conduit here, just to make sure I get that covered all the way up to the line. So now I'm going to strip these wires. Okay, now I'm stripping these parts that are on the car. Okay, so I've put the butt splice on there, and I'm going to crimp it. Okay, that's pretty good. So there you can see the butt splice. It's been crimped onto that wire. And then I'm going to put a piece of heat shrink tube over the top of this once I get the other wire crimped in there. And then I'll use my heat gun to shrink it to make a watertight seal there. And I'm thinking I probably want to take a little bit more of this tape back so I can get the seal further back on the wire here. Okay, so you can see I have both of those crimps on there. So now I'm going to slide the new harness on there. And the green and the yellow go together. And the blue and tan. That one's on there. You can see I have this heat shrink tubing already on the wire before I crimped it, which is important. And then I'll just slide that all the way over. And I don't know if you noticed, but these wires were kind of in a twisted pair. So in order to keep that twist at least a little bit there. Okay, so I have that other wire crimped now. I'm going to slide the heat shrink tubing across it. You see I've got plenty of length there for it to get a good seal. Now we're going to shrink these things. So I went ahead and wrapped the length of the conduit pretty much in tape, just so didn't get any dirt or debris or any likelihood of that conduit opening up. And I also ran into another difficulty trying to get these Christmas tree fasteners into these holes. The holes are seemingly too small, so what I ended up doing to get that one in was I kind of took or peeled half of the things off. They were on both sides originally, and I took one side off just with a pair of pliers. Just pulled those things off of there, and I did that on both of those. So, and you can get them in there now by doing that, but before I could not get it in. I was bending the thing all up. And so anyway, that was with this particular one that I bought. Those things don't fit in the holes, so just something to be aware of, work around. I suppose you could go out and buy some different clips if you could find the right size, but anyway, sometimes that's a challenge, so that's the way I handle it. Okay, I have got it installed now. Those are the attachment points right there, and it just loops up to the wheel speed sensor right there. Thanks for watching.